Today I'm showing VisioLogger as an app to create apps. The apps it will create are simple kiosk-oriented apps that you could run on a TabletPC, just simple data collection tools. They have a kiosk look and feel where there's a background that you define, and the fields are on that background. There can be text fields for data capture or menu fields. All kinds of flow can be defined into the systems based on what's entered by the user. Let me start with launching PowerPoint. I'm going to use PowerPoint simply to create my graphical backgrounds. Very good tool for creating the images that I'm going to use during the flow of my little app. So I have these, I'm going to collect first name, last name, an ID number, why are you here? For example, this might be someone coming into an office, into the lobby, and you want to set up an app that notifies somebody, a person waiting in the lobby for some purpose. I save these. I'll just save those images out of PowerPoint. I want them to be about the size of my target machine's monitor that I'm going to run on. Again, this could be a touchscreen monitor or a tablet PC or a regular computer with keyboard and mouse. It doesn't matter. So I've exported those. Let me launch CursorVision. I'm going to start from absolute scratch. A completely empty database. I'm going to build up my kiosk little application just to show how easy it is. So first I edit columns. My column editor page showed up on the other screen, and I'll import a background. This is one of those slides, the very first one. This is the default background if none other is specified for a particular page. So a page is a screen for the kiosk flow. And I'm going to adjust my font for field prompts and the fields themselves when someone enters data. Arial 28 is fine. So let me now define a field for the first page or a set of fields. It's this easy. Here, I'm going to type first name. That field now exists. You've defined it. It's in the database. If I want to, I can edit this and oops, there's a reason to create those regions, but I want to pull this down and put it somewhere. This is ready to run, and you can just capture first name. But let's put a background on this one too. So I have this slide here from my PowerPoint. I bring it in. Now I can edit this and move that down to where I had put that. Now optionally, every field in these fields can have their own kiosk prompt. If I want to set that up, I can set up a prompt for the field here, and I don't need to have a PowerPoint that would have this set up for it. It would be just goes along with the field. Let's make a last name field. And while I'm at it, I'm going to hook up a magnetic stripe reader to this. The magnetic stripe reader could be take driver's licenses, credit card, bank card. It makes it very simple. Somebody can just swipe that. Your visitor could swipe that and completely automate the input of the entire screen. One more ID number. Same situation. Might as well take, say, driver's license /ID off of a credit card. They can just sign right in. Let me edit this, move those down to where they belong, and I like to line them up right on that column. There you go. This is completely ready to run. That's an application. I can. Let's do exactly that. Let's run this. This is kiosk. So Nate Clark 1 2 3 4, and it'll just cycle all day long. There's an application that's saving that data. I'm going to close that, and let's embellish it just a little bit. Let's say I want to say I'm going to have a new page, something that follows after that, and say, let's call this reason for visit. And I will, here I'll cause this to be a menu choice, so it's not something entered, it's something selected. I'll put in a few values, see someone, change account, pay bill, other, there might be other, I'll say I have an appointment. The VisioLogger can actually, take the who you have an appointment with, and email that person that there's somebody in the lobby. So I've created those. Let's define a set of, this editor is where I'm going to define a menu selection editor. I'm going to take this one. See, I've got this set up in PowerPoint. And with the menu field, then you can drag these fields out here. And I'll say for this, if somebody, taps on this full screen monitor, touch screen monitor or tablet PC, this is how they make their menu choice. See someone, let's create a couple more, change my account, and you can have, your graphics can be anywhere. You can, whatever you want to set up, and there's a lot of flow options based on these choices. You can downstream from this screen present questions or fill in data based on these choices. So maybe if you have an appointment, you might then ask, well, who's your appointment with? And well, here's an example. If you're for another reason, what is your reason? You could ask that later. If somebody says, I'm here for other purpose, then you can say, well, for what purpose? So now this is my screen for that one. That's completely all set up. Let's run it. So we go to kiosk mode, make Clark, and why am I here? And say other. Now it's going to just cycle. So let's define some more. Let's put in that other screen. So I'll show you how that flow works basically. So let's say that's a new page, and I'm going to say other reason. It's a text field. That's all I have to do with this one. Well, I might. I think I have a background defined for that. I think it's here. Nope, that's a welcome screen. I'm going to put that into, which one of these is it? Nope, that's an epilogue screen. I may not. Oh, I don't need one. Let's do this. I'm going to, for this field, I'm going to do that prompt, right? I'm going to say the text, I'm going to define a prompt for this. And I'll make it big, Arial 28 again. Let's do that. And I'll put that, say, above the field. You'll see it there. Now when I edit this, that entire screen, you can see, is that entire field is self-defined. I don't need to have a background just for that field. I will, I think, change the color of that to white, though, make it easier to see. There we go. Now when I run that, that'll always go to that. What I said was, though, on this one, I want to say if the reason is other, I only want to show that if that's the case. So for that, I use the toolbox. These pop over on the other monitor. And I'm going to use the page submitted processor. And here's how flow works. I'm going to say when the current field is reason for visit, that's that menu choice, and it says is not equal to other, then I'm going to set the other reason to some value. We'll copy that value. Might be going a little fast here. What I'm saying is, based on the value of any field previously collected, I can set the value of any other field in the entire chain, no matter, even if it's also that other field has been previously collected, but I can set the value. And when a field has its value set that's on a page, if all the fields on a page have their value already set, the page is skipped. So that way I can make any branch at all in the flow logic of collecting this data. That's where the flow logic comes from in VisioLogger. Let me demonstrate. Station type kiosk, Jones, ID number 1. I'm here for other. Now I'll be collecting that. To see Nate Clark, right? And it'll cycle. If I'm Jennifer Jones and I'm here to pay my bill, I don't see that. That's the flow, and you can set up, that can be as complex as necessary or just simple branching among different types of fields. It's a core feature of VisioLogger. It has logic in the collection of its data. Two more things are a welcome screen and a kiosk screen. Let me demonstrate how those work. And by I'll say I want a welcome screen, I'll import that. It's right here. And an epilogue screen, I will import that. That is thank you for visiting, and it will be active for 1 second. Let's run it. The kiosk, there's a welcome screen. There's please press here to continue. Please, just whatever that would be. I fill in the fields and something new. See a representative. There's my epilogue screen. It lasted for 1 second. And VisioLogger cycles. VisioLogger is a simple app creation tool that those apps run on a touchscreen monitor, computer sitting at the receptionist desks, or on a tablet PC natively. Thank you.